Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today this is video number 8 in a series regarding Mr. Torque's Borderlands Arena of Badassery. Today we're talking about the expansion Best Minion Ever. Again, to use any of these expansions in the previous videos that we've been talking about, you need to have a copy of Mr. Torque's Borderlands Arena of Badassery. Again, without the core box set, you don't have the rules, you don't have all the tokens that you need, the dice, this, that, and the other thing to actually use the game. So, again, pick up a copy of this core box set to use any of the expansions. So, let us crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have inside the box. Again, this is Best Minion Ever. This was released in 2023 by Monster Fight Club and Gearbox Entertainment. Okay, so right off the bat, as you saw, we have a beautiful plastic cover. I always love the plastic covers. This way, if you shake the figures out of the box, they don't come flying out. They stay right in the place where they're supposed to be, which is, in my eyes, very, very cool, very, very good. We have some silica gel. Of course, don't eat that. We also have a new set of cards. So let's take a look at these cards. You have the wanted posters. Oh. And we have some new bad guys that we're going to be facing off and challenging against. This is cool. So let's take a look first off at this set of cards. So again, all these backs or fronts, depending on the way you want to look at it, are all identical. When you flip them over, all these cards are set up exactly the same way, which is, it has the brown background. You have the title of the card, Combat Triage. So in here, it's also going to tell you right off the bat what type of character you need. So in this one here, you're going to need one unique character, the Nomad Torturer. Then you're going to need non-unique, 6 Maniacs, 2 Maniac Bombers, 2 Badass Nomads. Again, all these won't necessarily be included in this expansion. So that's why you need a copy of the core box set. This way you can fill in all the other figures that you're going to need for this assignment. Then, of course, over here in the corner here, you have the wanted poster. Then it gives you a little background information about the assignment you're going on. It says, spawn a super badass maniac with 3 wounds remaining in the unique starting zone. This is the victim. If the victim is taken out, the Vault Hunters immediately lose. Vault Hunters within range 1 may use the basic interact action to make a medical skill roll with a target number of 3 to heal 1 on the victim. Vault Hunters within range 1 may also use their medical loot tokens on the victim as they would on themselves. When a special order is performed, the Nomad Torturer deals 1d4 wounds to the victim. If the victim is healed to full wounds and the Nomad Torturer is taken out, the Vault Hunters immediately win. So that's Combat Triage. There's also Maximum Pump, Crush Smash, Neo, Prison Break, Demolition Run, Mine All Mine, Bad Breakup, Medical Emergency, and Bossy Pants. So that's that set of cards. And we also have some new villains as well to add into the mix. Again, these cards are all set up the same way, but something I want to show you real quick. So on the back of the cards, as you see, it talked about unique. It says Nomad Taskmaster. So you would have to look up that card and see how it says unique in the back of the card here. That's the one you'd be using for this event here. So that's the one you'll be using right there. Again, some of the cards say unique, others say ranged heavy, some will just have nothing around the circle. So you have to pay attention to that. Again, when you go through, some will say boss on the back. So again, when you're going through your cards, you're going to look to the back so you can identify which characters these are here, whether they're a unique or a non-unique. Again, some of the characters will be in this list, in this expansion. Others you'll need to take out of the core box set that I showed you a little bit earlier. Okay, so there's those cards here. Now these cards, the yellows with the black lines, are all set up identically the same way. You have the title of the character, you have the picture of the character, then you have their stat lines. Movement of 2, defense of 7, and they have 3 wounds. It gives you your abilities you don't want, and none of this merc. Down here gives you some special rules, range 3, strength 7. Special, fire in the hole. The model performs an attack that is defended against the reflexes and is range 2, explosive and deadly. Now, when you flip the card over, there's more information on the back. Again, it'll identify whether it's a specialist. It'll also tell you whether it's a unique character, whether it's a ranged heavy person, a boss. It'll tell you right in the back corner over there. Not all cards have those on the back. So again, this character here is a melee special, bruiser. So if you are attacking them and you fumble, this bruiser will move one zone towards the Vault Hunter that just missed, and then attack it if able. If he fumbles, he will be stunned. Abilities. You don't want none of this, Merc. This enemy never stops a move when it is in range and will move adjacent to its target if it can. If this enemy's target is more than range 1 away, its attacks are defended against with reflexes. If this enemy is within range 1 of its target, its attacks are defended against with melee. So again, that's how every card is set up. And as you can tell, we have a plethora of different characters. We have Bruiser, we have Badass Bruiser, we have Franz, Hans, Muscles, Captain Flint, Nomad, Badass Nomad, Assassin Oney, Deputy Winger, Mad Mike, Prospector Zeke, Heavy Nomad, Shielded Nomad, Badass Shielded Nomad, Bad Maw, Doc Mercy, Nomad Taskmaster, and of course Nomad Torturer. So those are all the different villains that you'll have to take on if you're using this expansion. Then, of course, we have some figures that are also included in this package. So we have two characters that look like this. Which is a cool shield that he's carrying. Heavy weapon. Helmet. So a very well protected character. That's very, very cool. So you get two of these. You get 4 of these characters. Very, very cool. Again, sculpts are very, very nice. Then we get 1 of this character. Sometimes the details are not easy to pick out when the color of the figure is orange, but these are doing pretty nicely today. So again, nicely high detailed. These are more true heroics in scale. They're a little short, but they are thicker characters. Some of the characters in the previous unboxings are a little bit on the thinner side. So these guys definitely have a little bit more girth to them. And then, so we have 1 of them, 4 of these, 2 of those. And then we get 4 of this guy. Which looks like a rugged soldier. Just the type of merc we want on our side. So you get 4 of them. So again, pull this out to show you real quick. So again, you get 4 of that character. You get 1 of this character, which is this guy right here. You get 4 of these characters, which is this guy right here. And then you get 2 of this guy right here with the shield. So that is everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of video number 8 of Mr. Torque's Borderlands Arena of Badassery, Best Minion Ever. Again, this was released in 2023 by Monster Fight Club and Gearbox Entertainment. For more information, go to monsterfightclub.com. And as always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always give me a thumbs up, leave a comment below. You could also hit that subscribe button. This way you're kept up to date as to any time released new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining me. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.